It is a beautiful landscape, and we can tell that parts of it are close to us and parts of it are far away. If you can silently in your mind sort of point to the part of the picture that is far away, that will reveal something about how we work. So the reason we can tell that this part of the picture is really far away is because it's very hazy and light and cool, and that's called atmospheric perspective. So up close, things are very bright and diverse, where things far away just start to turn to gray, and they're very light and cool. We know that people use this even in video games because they will use the same light colors in the background and bright colors in the foreground so that as a game player we know what is close and what is far. So for this class, I want to make sure you remember 3 new terms. One is foreground, and that's what's really up close to you. One is middle ground, and that's midways away from you. Background is the furthest away ground. We will be making tree weaving plates, and for that you'll need to have those 3 layers of ground and a sky. Here's a really cool tree weaving, and here you can see 3 layers of ground with a beautiful sky. Here's another example where someone chose some different colors. So here's what you're going to do. In your notebook, you're going to trace a lid and you're going to draw 3 areas. Here is an example where I chose 1 color for the ground and 1 color for the sky. But with that ground color, I use a dark for the foreground, a medium version for the middle ground, and a light one for the background. Next, you're going to get your paint and you're going to get a plate. So I'm going to show you what you do. Here's my plate. I'm going to draw those same 3 lines across my circle plate and put my name on back. And you can take your time to do this, but this gives you 3 layers of ground, and then the top one will be sky. When it's time to paint, I will get a pure bright color and get a little bit on my brush and go ahead and do that foreground first. So this is a little bit more clear than I thought it would be, but we will make it work. So this is my dark green grass. All right, and I'm painting edge to edge. The next part I'm going to paint is not the middle ground like you might think, but it's actually going to be the background, and that's because I can use a plate with white on it and just use my brush, which already had some green, to make a super light green. This is just the quickest way to not waste any paint and get a light color. So like I said, not middle, but background is going to be the next one I do by just mixing what was on my brush with some white. And you're going to take your time more than this. All right, and once you get your background painted the really light color, you can use the same brush just to get a little bit more color down into your palette. And we'll see if we can make a middle version of your color. This is a good way to conserve your paint and not use as much. So there we go, middle ground. I'm painting between those 2 other layers. So this is where I hope you get today. Tomorrow we can do the sky, or if you do finish today with your ground, you can paint the sky a completely different color that you think will look beautiful. All right, that's all. 1, 2, 3.